Hi Capricorn, I'd like to start off first with relationships, your partnerships. We've spoken about needing space, we've spoken about coming together, triumphing, possibly, fate sending someone in around you, possibly giving a relationship a rest, or a relationship possibly from the past that might be coming back in. Something that you've once ended might be rebirthed in some capacity here. So let's have a look. Capricorn. Okay, Six of Chalices, relationships. Six of Chalices is pleasant memories, it's purity, it's innocence, it's nostalgia, but it's also something being in its early stages yet. As we spoke about contemplation, we spoke about needing space. Some of you are meeting someone you're destined to be with, but it's very early on. It's either still happening behind the scenes or it has not yet come to fruition. But the Six of Chalices, or the Six of Cups, tells us that there's things that you will be creating in this relationship. So for those if you're single, there's someone around you now, or someone from your past potentially, that you're in communication with now, that it will develop into something romantic. But it comes with purity. We spoke about the swords, cutting away the negativity, cutting away the toxic, cutting away anything that's no longer needed in this relationship or doesn't serve the relationship's best interest. Again, we spoke about contemplation and reflection with the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you could be looking over photos. You might be feeling nostalgic about a relationship, especially if you're taking time away from each other. I think this will really give you a stark contrast to how your life could be if that person wasn't in it. And that might be the difference between you fighting for someone or not. Some of you that have been single for quite some time, as indicated by the Four of Swords, might find someone you connect with really, really well. Friendship-wise, commonality, you might have a lot of common interests, and I feel like it will be in its early stages. The Six of Chalices speaks about purity, pleasant memories, and something being innocent. So it's in its very early stages, but could potentially lead to marriage. So this is very exciting. For others, you may be receiving like "I miss you" texts from someone from your past or someone you're taking time away from. I still feel like there'll be some sort of communication. Maybe it might not be face-to-face, but I feel as though there'll still be some sort of reciprocated communication that talks about feelings and emotion as well, because it'll give the other person time to contemplate as well as you. Okay, the Star card, fate, destiny, healing in relationships, coming together, fighting for what you know because you want to heal, you want to either, come out of singledom. Maybe you've been single for quite some time and you haven't had the time to heal from your relationships, but this is about to change. You've had the time, you've gained momentum, you're going to meet someone, and it will just... I almost feel like this person is in your stars. To get the Star card and the Wheel of Fortune in the same spread, that's pretty powerful, Capricorn. It could be an Aquarius. We do have air energy here with all these swords, or someone heavily dominated by air. But you'll be thanking your lucky stars for this. It's almost like this is written in your stars, but it does speak of healing. It can indicate that spirituality may help you in your time of reflection or in your time away from this person. Whether you're separated by geographical distance, whether you're separated because you've proactively agreed, mutually have agreed to go your separate ways for a time, spirituality and self-love and self-appreciation and working on yourself will really enlighten you about this person, about the direction, about the partner that you want. I really feel a lot of you are coming back to an air sign, or having a lot more open communication between yourself and another. But I almost feel like there will be, you just feel it, some level of your being, if not every level of your being, that this person is just meant for you. You're contemplating, but you can see your future with this person. You can see having children, you can see getting married, you can see yourself building a family, building a life together. That's powerful. For some, it might be someone you've previously known or grew up with. It could be a childhood sweetheart, a college sweetheart that you might get back in touch with. For those in existing relationships, marriage is coming up soon. There could be a proposal. We see the stars. We see this sparkling, star up the top, this very twinkling, sparkling star. So, sparkle, sparkle. It could be an engagement ring for some of you, whether receiving an engagement ring or buying an engagement ring to gift to your loved one. For those that are in existing relationships and there's been turmoil or obstacles, or there's been lack, maybe you haven't been physically intimate in a while, maybe it's been a while since you've had a proper conversation, or if it's not you, it's your air sign partner that might initiate this. Communicate your worries to each other. Okay, strength. This is very nice. Can be a Leo around you, or another fire sign, a Sagittarius or an Aries. But I feel you'll be fueled with this strength. It just goes back to what the general reading was saying. To be strong, to have faith, to have resilience despite the obstacles. To communicate to them you want to fight for this relationship because you believe in this person and you believe they were meant for you. Or it's someone that's going to really be your rock. It doesn't have to be a Leo, but it's someone that's going to give you strength and affection. This is affection. We see this woman petting the lion. This is affection and consideration for the other person. Some you just have to hang in there. As I said, if there's this distance thing that could happen, but it's going to give you time to contemplate, and I think you'll know what to do from there, Capricorn. You'll have momentum and deliberation and an idea of how far you want to take this relationship, or if not at all. For some, you have to hang in there. Don't give up on finding love. Those that are single, those that are married and are thinking, we haven't been intimate, is this the end? Don't give up on it. If you're seriously, you're contemplating something in the physical form with the Seven of Pentacles, yes, this could be moving out. This could be putting an end to the relationship, the marriage, dividing of funds, exchanging funds. But a part of you mentally is not ready to give up yet. There's something that doesn't sit well with you, Capricorn, and you're not ready to let it go just yet. And maybe the strength card is reminding you that you need to feed, you need to give it strength. Strength also speaks of bonding ties even closer, becoming even stronger in a relationship. Because of communication, because of changes, because of time apart, it's going to give strength and nurturing to the relationship. I think there could be a lot of miscommunication that might be happening, or it's lack of physical intimacy, and this is, in essence, where this lack is coming from. The Strength, the Star card, and Six of Chalices. For some, it's not time to give up yet. Not completely. Not yet. You'll know when it's the time. The stars, the Wheel of Fortune is here. The universe will tell you when it's the time. Or your spirit guides, or whoever you consult, your God, your inner being will consult you. Your inner child will let you know when the time is right to do that. Let's have a look at your career and creative pursuits and finances and how these energies apply with the 6 cards here. Okay, it's still sticking out. 2 of Swords, very nice. The 2 of Swords in this deck is representative of friendship, protection, collaboration, because we see the two, it almost looks like a crown here. We see these 2 swords and they're aligning. They're pointing in the same direction. So there's something you will agree on in the work sense, either with a colleague. Again, it could have something to do with this important decision. It could have something to do with the person that is quite influential and praising, reviewing your work with the Hierophant. But the 2 of Swords is you being on the same thinking process, on the same thinking path, on the same frequency with another. Whether this is a business partner, whether this is a customer or a client. Maybe you haven't heard from them for quite some time with the 4 of Swords. Maybe they've popped into your mind, you've been thinking about them. And they've come back and said, look, a long time ago we spoke about this idea. I actually want to do something about it. I want to invest in this business, or I want to fund this idea, or I want to include this idea in the magazine or the book or on the website. You'll hear news of this. They'll communicate that they're on the same, they have the same vision as you. Which is good, because then you have the 7 of Pentacles. You're physically seeing how you can make this happen. Whether it's sales or a design or a help bring justice to a client, or whatever it is that you're doing. However it applies, it's you being on the same wavelength. You agreeing. You share the same opinion in something here. And I think it will bring you closer to a superior, to a boss. They might see you in a new light. But I really think they'll appreciate the way you've been thinking, what you've been thinking about, and how you're on the same path as each other with the 2 of Swords. This is someone you can trust, I feel. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Gemini in particular. But they're wanting to protect, and they're aligning with you. So if they're advocating and championing your idea, they will protect you. Because in essence, they agree with it too. In some part, it's their idea too. So that you share one of the same ideas, which is good, something you can agree on. It could be taking time away from work, long service leave. It could be a new business idea. It could be anything really. But you'll have some comfort knowing you'll be on the same wavelength as this person. Or you agree about something. Okay, the Devil card. There could be someone else, could be another fire sign, could be someone manipulating you around work as well. It could be someone pretending to be on the same wavelength as you, pretending to be. I don't think so though. I think it might be someone else around you. I don't think it's the same person. I mean, the Devil card is you in your element though. I mean, you represent the Devil card. So it can be, when I see signs, that person's sign popping up in the cards, it shows to me that you will do exactly what you're known to do type thing. Like the energy, how you are, your character, your demeanor, your soul, your communication, how you come across to people, you will be typical you. And it's not a bad or a good thing. It just means that, I guess it's more good than bad, but I feel it's more you and your power that you've come up, so the strengths of your sign will prevail. If that makes any sense. There could be manipulation. You might be doing the manipulating. You might be doing the dictating, the delegating as well. We see these people being chained with the devil here in command. So it could be that you're chained to you're locked down to a certain contract, chained to a job that you don't like, chained to a job that you don't think is in your future. And it could indicate that there's an ending happening with the Four of Swords, that you might just leave, or maybe you need to take time off to seriously contemplate resigning maybe. Could be a fellow Capricorn trying to manipulate you at work or in career. You might hear of someone, the devil card can often indicate addiction. So you might hear of someone around you that needs to take time off to attend rehab maybe, an addiction of some sort, drugs, alcohol, sex. Maybe this is what you need to communicate. This is what you need to discuss with your counselor or a psychologist or therapist, is the way you're seeing work, is the way you're seeing your progress. Maybe it's gotten to a point where you feel it's been too much and you need to talk to someone and open up about it. With the devil card. You do have the Ace of Swords, don't forget, so you will prevail. And someone will be on your side. There will be someone championing your ideas, your thoughts, your direction. It could be you might just encounter a client or a customer that just wants everything for nothing, I feel. And you just might not be, you'll just say, no, look, I'm not dealing with this, but they'll be quite persistent in either striking a bargain, in getting something that they're not exactly entitled to. So there could be a bit of unfairness here with the devil card, and they'll try to manipulate their words in a certain way. So just look out for that if that does happen this month. Okay, the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is illumination, creating something, things coming to light. It doesn't carry the traditional meaning in the Rider-Waite deck, but it is prevailing. It is forming new things. You see how these, what looks like scepters and crooks, like the royal regalia, but it's coming. It's coming along nicely. You're creating something, and it's just flowing. There's a pattern here. So there's some sort of pattern that you're seeing this month, whether it's a print pattern, whether it's a pattern of someone's behavior, whether you'll be led to believe something about someone, and then you'll see the proof for yourself as well, with the Four of Wands. Bringing ideas to the forefront. I feel it's more to do with patterns for some reason. Patterns, or the way, it's like a visual thing, the way you design something possibly, or make something. It is something important though. You have the scarab, the royal scarab beetle here, so it's something important and influential. Maybe the Hierophant is helping you. Maybe you're working on your own craft, your own hobbies, scripts, photography, whatever it is that you're doing. But it could also be seeing a pattern of someone's behavior, someone's manipulation maybe with the devil, or a pattern of the Two of Swords here, where every time you advocate or push an idea, that same person or that same department is always backing you. Let's have a look at your two more cards for a general read. Okay, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a message. It's impulse. It's possibly an envoy. It's a messenger, someone carrying a message. I feel there's still, if it's in a relationship, I feel there'll still be some sort of message or conversation that's taking place that could potentially change how you look at the relationship this month. It will either make or break it. But it's messages. I still feel you're going to communicate with this person. Or there's a lot of communication happening with those that are in new relationships. You will keep the messages going. The communication will go. There's a lot of swords in these cards here. So there's a lot of talking, conversing, etc., which is good. Certain messages. Could be messages with the career sense. I mean, with the devil, it could be a friend, a work associate that you're close to and that you trust might tell you of this competition, or they feel manipulated by someone. But I feel like someone's carrying a message from someone else. It could even be gossip, actually. Someone might hear about something that you're doing or not doing, or with the relationship or in your career or business, and they'll pass on what someone else has said. But just be careful of who's passing on this message and how much you can trust the person and how much they haven't manipulated or altered this message that they're carrying to you. Okay, the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is assistance, choice, options, collaboration. So whether this is in the work front or in a relationship, it is about someone supporting you, collaborating with you, seeing eye to eye. It could be that you might have to travel with another business partner, or someone you're in a relationship with. Or you could be spending a lot of time with the one person this month. So the one friend, the one sibling, you might just have that really close affinity to this person this month. You might just be really drawn together. But it is choice and it is options. Again, it ties in with contemplation. So assessing your options and choices. So I hope this has been insightful for you, Capricorn. It's been a pleasure reading for you.